Hello and welcome to our movie explanation series. Today we will be explaining the movie Sleeping Beauty. At the beginning, a girl named Lucy is shown, who studies at a university. In order to afford the cost of her education, Lucy had to do various types of work, such as working as lab test subject at the university. In addition, she worked as a waiter at a coffee shop. She also worked in an office doing photocopying jobs and worked overtime as well. She became involved with strangers in exchange for money. Lucy had a lot of problems in her life. On one hand, she had to bear all the expenses herself, and on the other hand, the owner of the house where she lived did not like Lucy very much. The owner would often threaten to evict Lucy from the house. To gain freedom from all of this, Lucy would often go to a person's house named Berman. Berman liked Lucy a lot, but Lucy did not give Berman that much attention. However, Lucy enjoyed spending time with Berman. One day, Lucy saw a job advertisement in the newspaper and called the number provided. She applied for the job and was called in for an interview in their office. When she arrived, she found out that a woman named Clara, who was supposed to interview her, was not available. They tried to explain everything about the job to Lucy. Clara told Lucy that she would have to wear a very small uniform and serve food at a club. No one at the club would have an intimate relationship with her. After hearing everything, Lucy agreed to the job because she needed the money badly. After Lucy agreed to take the job, Clara changed her name and gave her a uniform to wear. Lucy will work there under that name. After that, she goes to a beauty parlor to get treatment so that she looks even more beautiful. The next day, Lucy comes to the party. All the girls who were working there were wearing small black dresses. Only Lucy was seen wearing a white dress, because Lucy was much younger than all the other girls. Most of the people at the party were adults and they had very little demand. They wanted those who would serve food to wear very small dresses and serve food wearing those dresses. There was no problem with Lucy's clothes, so she served food wearing all those clothes very easily. At the end of the work, she also gets paid. Lucy keeps working like this for a few days. Then the lawyer's assistant, Thomas, calls her and offers a new proposal. This job was completely different. Since the job was different, the payment was much higher. Lucy agrees to the higher payment. She then meets with Clara. Clara tells her that she will be given a cup of tea to drink and then she can go to sleep, because there is sleeping medicine mixed in the tea. In the morning, she will be able to wake up and return home. After that, Lucy drinks the tea Clara gave her. It turns out that Lucy was put to bed, and at the time, she was completely asleep. Then Clara brings in a man into the room. She explains everything to the person and then leaves the room. When she leaves, the man opens all his clothes and lies down with Lucy. The next morning, Lucy returns home. As soon as Lucy returns home, the owner of Clara's house tells her to leave. Hearing this, Lucy leaves the house because she now has a lot of money. And there is no big apartment for rent. One day, Lucy was working in her lab when Thomas called her. he said that they would have to do the same job again. Lucy drank tea and slept again while Clara brought another new person. Then she explained everything to this person and went inside with Roma. And this person also slept with Lucy, taking off all his clothes. Lucy was taking classes at the university one day when suddenly she received a call from a Burmese person. She quickly went to the Burmese person's house and found him in an extremely intoxicated state and unwell. Upon seeing this, Lucy took off all her clothes and got into bed with the Burmese person. A few months later, the Burmese person died there. After the Burmese person's death, Lucy became very sad. The next day, Lucy was found sleeping in the same bed in a deep sleep site. Now, Clara brings in another new person, who also takes off all his clothes and sleeps with Lucy outside the laboratory. The next day, Lucy is informed that she has been fired from the job. After hearing those words, Lucy goes to a camera store and buys a hidden camera from there. Then when Lucy came back to the office again for the same job, she asked Clara what to do after sleeping. Clara says she won't say anything about her client. Lucy takes the hidden camera inside her mouth and Clara can't understand. Before going to sleep, she puts the camera aside and then falls asleep. Clara brings a person who came for the first time. Clara offers him tea, in which an extra sedative was given. The man drinks that tea. In fact, the man wanted to commit suicide while sleeping with Lucy. The next morning, Clara comes to the room and checks the man's pulse to see if he has died. After checking the pulse, Clara becomes sure that the man has really died. Then Clara tries to wake up Lucy, but Lucy does not wake up. After that, slowly but surely, Lucy regained her knowledge. After regaining her knowledge when she saw the person next to her in a dead state, she kept screaming out of fear. In fact, seeing the person in that condition, Lucy became very scared. Then the recorded video from that camera is shown at the end of this movie. And the movie comes to an end here. I hope you enjoyed our story. Please subscribe and stay with us. And click on the bell button to turn on notifications for future stories. Thank you.